Hey loves, welcome back to my channel, and on today's episode I'm going to be showing you all how to take an accurate body measurement, because believe it or not, the first step to having the best fit for an outfit is taking accurate measurements. If you miss it at the point of taking your measurements, you've missed it. Not everyone gets together a one-time fit. For you to, the secret to having a one-time fit is making sure that your measurement is accurate. That's one. Cutting according to the measurement you have gotten, that's the accurate measurement you have gotten, that's two. And then closing the dress when sewing. It's one thing to cut with an accurate measurement, it's another thing to close up the clothes with your accurate measurement. Most persons just tend to close from the head. No, you use your accurate measurement to close the clothes or the dress. That way the customer's dress fits perfectly. So right now I'm going to be showing you all how to take an accurate body measurement. If this is what you want to watch, then watch me closely. If you're yet to subscribe, hit on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you're going to get notified each time I upload a new video. Now let's get right into the video. We're going to be taking the full body measurements for a female outfit, any female outfit, right? Full body measurements. And then here we have the shoulder, we have the round neck, we have the shoulder to the nipple, we have the shoulder to the under bust, we have the shoulder to the half length, and then your full blouse length, your full gown length, your skirt length, your trouser length. Then this is for the length measurements. Now for the width measurements, we have this: the bust measurement, the round under bust measurement, the waist measurements, the hip measurements, your lap measurements, your round knee and your round ankle. All right, now to take the shoulder measurement, please note there is a shoulder bone here, there's a shoulder bone here, a shoulder bone here, and you take your shoulder measurement not just from anywhere. You take your shoulder measurement from this shoulder bone to the other shoulder bone. You're going to feel it like it's just there. It's there. Do you get? So you take your shoulder measurement from one side of the shoulder bone to the other side of the shoulder bone. That is how to take an accurate shoulder measurement. Anything other than that is either going to be shorter or it's going to be longer. And trust me, it's not going to look nice when you're done sewing the clothes. So now let's assume this is a dummy, right? So let's assume that the shoulder bone is from here down to this point. Now look at what I'm doing. You don't do like this. You don't take from the front, you take from the back, but not this way. You take this way. That's for your shoulder measurement. And then when taking your length measurements, right, be careful. There's a slope here now. Be careful not to take your length measurements from below the slope, at the down part of the slope. You take your measurement from here, not here. Now take your shoulder measurement, your length measurements rather, from here and from here, and not from here. Do you understand? This is the peak of the bust rather. And then be careful to know where it is. Some persons tend to calculate it when there is no option of getting the nipple measurement, right? I might likely drop those calculations just in case someone sends you a measurement and you don't have the accurate shoulder to nipple or a particular kind of measurement. I will tell you how to get it. Now for this, remember to place your tape here and then straight down to this. Now to get your shoulder, this is your shoulder to nipple now. Then the shoulder to under bust is here, directly under the bust. For some persons, you could use where the bra iron is. That's for some persons, that is just under here. Shoulder to under bust. And then for the half length, this is what I tend to do. I don't always do this now, but let me just do it for the sake of those that are still starting, so that this is going to be very beginner friendly. Now look at this. If you're wearing a dress and the half length stops at 1 inch above the navel, to me it doesn't sit well. What works for me is 2 inches above your navel, right? Let's assume this dummy doesn't have a navel, so we're going to just say 2 inches above the navel is here. Okay, here. Now this is where the half length is, so you take it. Now this is 18. that is your shoulder to half length. Now I like to take my back half length, because the front half length and the back half length is never the same thing, never the same thing. So I take the back half length and I take the front half length, just so I can be on the safe side when cutting the dress. Now this is where this thing I tied would come to play, because this is the same thing where this one is. I had to tie it round. If you take from the shoulder to this half length, now see, this is 14 and the front half length is what, 18. You see how big? So this is where the error of, when you make a gown, the back tends to sag or something. It just gives this very off fit, and I don't like it. So for you to get it accurately, you take the front half length and then the back half length, just to be on the safe side. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get my blouse length now. I didn't just do like this. I didn't just take my tape and run it down to this point where I want the blouse to stop. I had to run it from here down to the under bust, and while still fixing my hand there, I get my blouse length, depending on how long you want the blouse to be. It can be a crop top, and then it can be just above on your waist. It can just be on your skirt waist. It can be just above your hip line, and all of that, and all of that, and all of that. And then to get your gown length too, you still hold your tape right under the bust and you get your gown length. Whether it's a short gown or it's a long gown, remember to get your under bust first. Make sure you pin your tape at the under bust before getting the full length. Right now, that is for the length. Oh, and then to get, my dummy doesn't have his hand, so you get your sleeve length as well and all. But then we're going to take the width measurements. Now to get your width measurements, always put one finger behind your tape for ease. I don't know if you get me. Now this is what I mean. We're getting our round bust now. Let me bring it closer. Now this is our round bust. Notice what I did here. This finger, one finger. I take one finger behind it, behind my tape, and I get my measurement. You get? See what I did now? That's for the bust, and then the round under bust. This is 25.5. It's supposed to be directly under the bust, but this dummy is just sliding the tape down. And then of course your waist measurement. You take your round under bust measurement under the bust. You take your waist measurement directly at this point, and then your hip measurement. Now watch what I'm doing. I don't just come to the hip where I feel is the apex of the hip or the biggest part of the hip and take my measurement like so. I don't just do it. Now this is what I do, and it works for me. Not everyone follows this pattern, but this is what works for me, and you stick to what works for you. Now watch what I'm doing. Remember, one finger behind, one finger behind. $39. Now I start from here and I expand the tape, and then wherever the tape stops, like at whatever point the tape is able to pass, that is my hip measurement. I don't just put it, tighten it there and get my hip measurement. This works for me. It could work for you too, so just try it out. Now after that, the next width measurement to get, that's for the trousers. If you're making a trouser, is your lap measurements, your round knee measurements, your round ankle measurements. All right, and then for the lap measurements, you just do this. Remember, one finger behind. Look, now this is 24. That's the round laps, and then your round knee as well. And then what other measurements? Your round arm, your round sleeves, and your round neck. All right, that is basically all. If you can get these measurements right, then that's your first step to getting a good fit in a dress. But if you get it wrongly at this point, there is no magic you're going to do except by a miracle actually. But then to get a seamless fit, like the person just wears it and it's on the body. Now if this has helped you, or if you've gained value from this video, please, the least I want from you now is just to subscribe to my channel, share the video if possible, if you want to, and then click on the notification bell. I'd also like to hear from you in the comment section what you think about this video, or what next you would want to watch from me. Now I'm making this video as the first tutorial video because I know that for everyone who wants to learn how to sew online, you have to learn from the basics, and this is the basics. I'm not going to skip anything for you. I'm going to give it to you one step at a time, and at the end of the day you can look back and confidently say that you learned how to sew from this channel, and it's going to be such a pleasure because I would feel so good. But now you have to stay true to yourself and make sure that you follow every single procedure I'm going to be dropping next time. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.